Hi Aries, hello, welcome to my channel Universal Power Tarot. My name is Marta. These messages I bring you here are supposed to encourage, elevate, and empower you guys, and of course myself. So we'll see how we go. Sorry, I need to adjust this a little bit. Here we go. Aries, I already pre-shuffled all of your cards. This is your May 2020 reading. You guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all of your likes, shares, comments, subscriptions. I really appreciate this. Thank you for checking out Vimeo and Patreon. Thank you so much. That's awesome. All right, let's see what wants to come out. This is a general reading, which means it may or may not resonate with you. Your first three cards are out already. Please only take what resonates and leave the rest behind, because that means it's for somebody else, right? It's not gender specific. It's not really time specific. I do this for informative purposes. And you can reverse the placement. So whenever the title of a reading resonates with you, or you feel drawn to a reading for whatever reason, excuse me, no matter if it's your sign or not, just watch it. There might be a message in it for you. All right, Aries, are you ready? Let's go. Wow, yep, the Queen of Swords. I was kind of feeling that energy already. So something in the past has hurt you a great deal, I might add to some of you, a great deal. And you're trying to turn that situation around, though, and make the most of it, like for your own personal growth. Maybe I should add that. I totally forgot about this. These messages are for those that seek personal and or spiritual growth. And everybody else is welcome as well, right? Just know that these messages can be triggering and are designed for exactly that purpose, to grow, right? So just know that, okay, you guys? All right, so continuing here. So you're using that for your own personal growth in a personal and positive way. And that is a good thing, because what else are you going to do with it? You can mourn about it and you can wallow in it for a while, but then you need to move on, right? Then you need to make something off of it. What are you going to make? Are you going to keep living in that? No. So that's what I see you doing here, Aries. You really took that and you turn it around, and you're ready for communication, actually, is what I'm seeing here. You are getting very clear thoughts about a situation here from the past. You're seeing things very clearly right now. If you haven't gotten there yet, you will very shortly, depending on where you are in your journey, right? But this is very clear, and you're ready to communicate something to someone. Yeah. Oh my God, yes, with the Seven of Swords, there was deceit involved. Deceit involved. Someone thought that they could mess with my beautiful Aries here, and with the beautiful Queen of Swords here. That's not happening. That's not happening. And the Queen of Swords here has been dealing, and it's not gender specific, with deceit in the past. She very much, he or she very much knows what this looks like. So again, you cannot fool the Aries here. You cannot, because they have been through it. You guys have been through it already, and you know. I'm immediately getting like, you're twinkling your eye, like, I see you over there. I see what's going on over there. It really reminds me of the last Aries reading where kind of the same topic showed up. You as the high priestess showing up, right, in your capacity of seeing things and feeling things. That's what I see here again. Like, you totally know. Although it might be happening behind your back, it's almost like you've got eyes in the back of your head that let you know there's something going on. And oh, they will not get away with this. But this is something that makes you feel burdened, because it's again in that realm of, why even bother? Why would you even do that? Why would you try to deceit? Why would you try to do that? And I'm feeling anger, I'm feeling disappointment, I'm feeling hurt with this. And of course that feeling of being burdened, like, man, why, like in the bigger scale, why doesn't this world change, says the Aries? Why can't we all just get along? Why all this fighting? Why all this deceiving? Why this negative energy is so unnecessary is what I'm getting with this. Oh man, there's fast movement with the Eight of Wands here, with the Eight of Wands. Really fast movement. I'm being drawn to the birds here. I'm being drawn to the birds, and I don't know the English expression for them, but I know what they are, and I know that they're nesting like in warm areas, like where the cows are. This is where they're nesting. And I've really been drawn to those birds, and the way they fly is very, they're making really fast turns, right? It's a really fast turnaround is what I'm getting here. Really fast turnaround. Yeah, because they might appear like they're flying one way, and then all of a sudden they flip it immediate. It's immediate, and immediate course direction. Thank you. Immediate course direction is what I'm getting here. When maybe before you were trying to get towards that person is what I see here, and focused on that, it's an immediate course direction. That's intriguing. Yep, trying to find the balance here with the Two of Pentacles. How much time are you going to invest in that? This is in the realm of, are you really going to invest in that person and almost like waste your energy, or invest your energy in someone who's already taken from you, like this has already happened or is happening currently? How much of your time and effort and energy are you going to invest in that? Or are you going to invest in something else? There you go. The something else is strength, is your own growth, is you coming into balance rather than focusing on the deceit. Now that is very interesting. Leo energy with the strength card, right? So yeah, the scales are being balanced here for you for sure. Divine masculine, divine feminine is what I also see here coming into balance within yourself, right? Within yourself. And with that, incredible power and strength is being revealed to you. And it has to do with not so much focusing on the deceit anymore and getting over that hurt and focusing it back onto, I almost want to say positive things, although I feel that's not quite the right expression, is focus on yourself here, please. Aries is the message. Take your attention away from that if you can, and focus it back onto yourself and onto your own growth, because by the looks of it, like, your inner landscape looks pretty fantastic, right? There's green lush, there's a palm tree, there's sun, so that's really fantastic. That's also about alignment, here for you, and that's going to take you off that burdensomeness that you're going to feel when you go into that deceit and thinking about it, being like, oh man, that did not feel good at all, I didn't like this at all. And yeah, rather focus it back onto yourself. Rather focus in, oh my goodness, Two of Cups. This is about reciprocity to me right now. Fast movement towards that, towards reciprocity. Absolutely, yep. So for some of you, you could have been married to that person that did that deceiving here. For others, it's just it could be a friend also, right? It could be a friend or a partner that did the deceiving here in the past. Either way, you at some point understood what the situation was and what this person was doing, and yeah, that what they were feeding you, oh my god, this is in the realm of narcissism. What they were feeding you was not for your highest good at all. You see this, like how he's holding that cup. It's not gender specific, but I see this as you, and you offer them your cup, and there's nothing but goodness in there, I almost want to say, but here we have lies and deception. And if I'm being completely real with you, what I heard was like toxic poison. They were trying to feed you poison. And what I'm also getting with this, again, in the realm of narcissism, is like gaslighting, is and purposefully doing so, right? So there's a good chance that some of you actually dealt with a narcissist. Again, I'm recommending Richard Grannon for that matter, for that topic. I feel like he's really on spot with these things and how you can overcome that, and how you can put your finger on certain things and what they actually are and what they mean, and how you can use them to transform them so it won't happen again, right? And so you can stand really strong within yourself. But sometimes these are really necessary, and that's what I feel here too, because they bring us closer to ourselves, and because they show us things, right? They really show us where we still need to work on, and this is quite the important matter. Again, reciprocity is something that once we got it, once we understand what this really means, reciprocity, and how we might have been codependent, before, and we want to change that, it's so beneficial to, excuse me so much, oh my God, so beneficial to any and all relationships that are yet to come. That could be, again, a friendship, that could be a partnership, marriage, whatever, right? Or with our children, also very beneficial, right? If we're moving into a different state here. Yeah, exactly. And that's healing and bringing balance back into the matter. And this is, again, we're talking about reciprocity, equal give and take. And yeah, that both parties have to invest in this. This is a 50-50 thing, right? Not always. Sometimes it's 60-50 and then it switches around again, but it cannot be 10% and 90%. It cannot be that, right? Because that's not okay. That is not okay. The other party has to give too. If that's not what they want, then my advice is to step back because who needs that? Who needs that? It's painful, so painful. And this is exactly where I'm coming from, right? Giving. I'm such a huge empath, and I do not want to feel guilty for not giving and that sort of a thing. And I really had to work through that, and I can tell you that it is so beneficial once you realize this. But this also takes like a lot of inner work that comes with this. And again, I'm recommending Richard Grannon for that. He's so super duper when it comes to that, I feel, because he's so strong and he worked through those processes himself. He also has the psychological background, so that's an interesting mix. And the way he speaks about this, I feel, is very beneficial. Oh my God, yes, very beneficial. This process is very beneficial for you. The Sun card. You're going to be like the rising phoenix he made. No more narcissists, no more codependency for you, please, Aries. It is really about standing in your strength and recognizing how much you have been carrying thus far, and then letting it go and being like, okay, I'm going to use, like with the Queen of Swords in the beginning that we had here, I'm going to use those wands. Aries says, I'm going to use those wands, Queen of Swords style, work through it, work with it, and be so super strong. Come out on top with the Sun card here. Really come out on top. Perfect. Brilliant, Aries. Really awesome. Really awesome. Yep, absolutely. Nice. Okay, guys, we're gonna draw one more Angels and Ancestors Oracle card for you here, Aries, before we take it over to the extended, right? And you can find all the links that you need down there in the caption below. Vimeo for my newbies, and thank you for subscribing. It's awesome. Channel is growing. I love it. Is you can go to Vimeo, which is for single extendeds, or you can go over to Patreon if you'd like. There's a little caption under each video, so that lets you know what the extended is roughly about, or the topics we'll be touching. That is over there on Patreon. Also, for if you want to join or want to purchase one on Vimeo, you can go over to Patreon and check that little box out, the description box, and then see what the video is about and whether that's for you or not. That's a tip also. Yep. And we're going to continue here for you. Also, I currently still offer private readings, 20% off through April. After that, back to regular pricing. Thank you for those of you who have booked with me. I really appreciate this. All right, you guys. Let's draw one more card. Oh, wow. Wow. Did I or did I not mention in the beginning, like the High Priestess? Look what you got. The High Priestess, Aries. Wow, the High Priestess again with Bast. With Bast. Harness mystic power. That is promising to be very interesting. Exactly. Very interesting. What are these doing over here? Placing things where they belong. Placing things where they belong. The High Priestess. Here we go. The High Priestess. Here we go. Harness mystic power. Align with the light and focus on all things positive. The High Priestess is the physical embodiment of the divine feminine, the goddess in human form. She has had many names through time and space, but her essence has remained similar: fierce, powerful, and disciplined. In many traditions, particularly pre-Christian, the High Priestess was in charge of spiritual and religious orders and was the voice of authority and guidance from the gods. The High Priestess in this deck is the consort and partner of the High Priest. If you look at them together, you will see they mirror each other's energy. She is joined by a black cat representing the Egyptian goddess Bast, who protects her from lower energies, and she stands strong in her glory and power. Exactly, this is summing up the reading. You are a mystic with the capacity to connect with energies that go beyond the human senses. Within you is a force of magic that is directed by your will. There is an opportunity for you to rise up at this time, but it requires dedication and discipline. You are being guided to look at what you are working on or at the situation before you and determine where your priorities lie. If you are unable to figure that out, you must use your intuition and discernment to focus on what will bring you closer to your goal and the happiness of everyone involved. When this card arises, it's also important for you to check in with your intuition, as it will give you guidance that will be important for your growth. Oh yeah, it's all about growth. All right, Aries. One last guardian angel card for you, and then we'll hop over to Vimeo and our Patreon. Thank you, Spirit. Oh, we have creativity. Creativity. We, your angelic messengers, are here to help unleash the endless creative potential that you possess. Listen to the whispers of love inside your heart as we communicate with you through feeling and emotion. Let go of fear and apprehension and express the endless source of creativity you possess. Have fun and allow the inner child within you to express your true essence. All is valid. Oh yes, perfect. Aries, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all your likes, shares, subscriptions, comments. I truly appreciate this. You guys, I'm sending you much love and light, and I'll either see you over on Vimeo and or Patreon or next time. Bye, Aries.